Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a live version of the Night Show, hosted by yours truly, Mr. One Only Bronco Knight himself. Now, this is my first time I'm actually doing it this way, so um, hang on, let me get this. Hang on, I have to readjust my camera. Hang on, it's not wanting to stay up for some reason. The music that you heard in the background was "Ain't No Love in Oklahoma" by Luke Combs. Yeah, I guess that work. Okay, so this is my very first time actually doing it this way, so bear with me. Anyway, this is something I've actually been wanting to try for quite some time. You probably have heard my podcast channel, which is the Night Show. So I'm going to be doing it here live on my YouTube channel. So the music that I believe that you were hearing was pretty much like "Ain't No Love in Oklahoma." Um, that was from the recent movie that came out, was known as Twisters, starring Daisy Edgar Jones, Glenn Powell, and Anthony Ramos. Now, let's put them off to the side. It's been a while since I've actually done something like this, especially like my with my YouTube channel. So, um, as most of you guys already know, like I've started doing what's called like storm chasing, but I have decided that I am not going to forego it just because of the job I work. It would require me to leave for quite some time, and that's something I cannot afford to do, unfortunately. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a big loss, but then again, just being able to actually know that there's careers out there that I'm able to do. So, um, anyway, before we get on to talking about the movie Twisters, I do want to say a couple things on here. I am open to criticism, but just know, like, I do not accept vulgar behavior. So, like, any bad behavior, I will not tolerate, and you will not be on the channel again. So, um, just figure I might as well point that out. Um, Anybody who is new to the channel, my name is Mr. Bronco Knight. I am a BSU superfan here in the local Treasure Valley here, Boise, Idaho. Um, I am a member of the blueelevation.org, as you can probably see. So, a little more about us. Like, we are a nonprofit organization that helps support the athletics here at Boise State. And for those who like to know more about it, please let me or let one of my fellow members know. I will post a link down below to the channel, as well as to our social media sites. Um, I want to say those who are watching, thank you for tuning in. We got quite a bit of good stuff to talk about today, so I'm hoping to make this a regular thing. So I don't know if you guys like it, just let me know. So we got some big news to talk about. Football. Football is one of the biggest things here. Yes, it is preseason. However, it is back, and we are just a few weeks away from kickoff, opening season. Oh, not opening, regular season. So that's for NFL. For college, we are less than 2 weeks away, and our beloved Broncos are going to be taking on Georgia Southern in Georgia on August 31st. Now, just we did receive word. What was it? I believe yesterday. What? Oh, hey, like I said, I'm always. Hey, how's it going? Anybody who's welcome to join on the show, feel free to comment. And if I start doing these live, I may do like a little bit differently. I'm not 100% sure yet, but so with BSU's schedule, it's going to relatively be like one of the hardest ones we've ever played in, just because for one, we are going up against some very tough opponents, including Oregon in week 2, and that's going to be in Austin Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. So probably next week or the week before or the week after. Yeah, I could possibly allow you to join. Just allow me to just talk about some other stuff real fast, and then we're gonna be just one question: are you a big Transformers fan for Mr. Content Creator? Because if you are, I would like to. Oh, hello, Ruby. Hello. All right. Yeah, so here in a little bit, I will allow people to come on and talk about for the upcoming movie. Have you seen the trailer for Transformers 1 yet? Because if you have, then we could pretty much have the good stuff. But the for Transformers 1, that is supposed to be the animated oh no, not yet. Okay. I say go ahead and watch that first. What I work or where I work? I work at a sporting goods store here in the Treasure Valley area. So I definitely appreciate everybody starting to comment. This is something I like to see. I'm hoping here soon that I can start inviting people here on the channel and actually talk with them, like face to face here on my channel, and get to know everybody. So yeah, feel free to comment down. One of the biggest things I'm going to be talking about is different Studio Series figures I'm planning on having coming up. One of them is going to be a sound Shockwave here that I have not been able to start doing the video on just because of my work. But I am hoping here really soon that I can actually start doing that and possibly get some more figures brought out so I can review to you guys. Before we talk about Transformers 1, I do want to say, I also want to give this as a warning, like, what I'm going to be talking about next is going to be a spoiler review from Twisters that arrived on July 19th, which was literally a month ago today. So, yeah. But before we begin, I hope that everybody, for those who would like to see more of this, just let me know and I will make that happen. So, anyway, let's get on to the nonsense I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so for Twisters, it was the #1 rated movie for a few days after the initial release through the opening week, which was not bad at all. Though Deadpool and Wolverine, which I have seen, by the way, and it is funny. So for those who want to go see that, please watch that. It is hilarious. Twister. So it stars Daisy Edgar Jones and Glenn Powell and Anthony Ramos, who are are storm chasers, who are devising a new groundbreaking test system to actually stop tornadoes. Now, in the beginning, we just see Anthony and Daisy Edgar Jones and two other people. I don't remember what their names were, but they were a group that was coming together to create like a new device to actually not only stop a tornado, but to actually tame a tornado. You always gotta stay hydrated, especially we're still in the summer, so yeah, it's pretty hot outside. Anyway, we see them encounter an EF0, but then later got into an EF5, which an EF5, if you guys are not very familiar with, it's the Enhanced Fujita scale, which was redesigned back in 2010, 2011. I don't remember. Anyway, they talk about about this new device that they've created, and it's some kind of powder that is launched into the atmosphere to actually choke out a tornado. In other words, basically making it to where it would just fizzle out. And they encountered a little bit of a problem to where they were able to get into a tornado, but they did not realize what they went up against, which was an EF5. Now, in Monster, like, I have never seen an EF5 before, and I don't think I ever want to, just because that is a force of nature that nobody wants to deal with. That you should never would want to deal with. But out of the group, Daisy, which is her film name is Kate, which she was actually like one of the she was actually a very smart person. She could literally tell and feel when a tornado was coming and which direction it was going, and I'll be talking about more about that here in just a little bit. But when they encountered the tornado, they were actually they were trying to drive from the storm as fast as possible, and they went underneath an overpass. Now, normally that's something you would not do. However, for purposes of the movie, I guess they said they thought that was safe. I don't know. But when the tornado was done over with, she ended up being the only survivor from the others in that vehicle, because there was two vehicles. There was a main vehicle and a rear vehicle. Now, I don't remember which one it was, but I know Anthony, who plays Javi, he was in the white some kind of modified van, which houses equipment, and then can actually see the tornado as well as the supercells, like other fun stuff from a safe distance. Anyway, after the events occurred, it takes place 5 years later in Brooklyn, where we see Kate working with the NWS or the National Weather Service in New York. And that's where we see Javi and Kate talk about a new groundbreaking system that can actually make it to where they can actually see the tornado and actually try to stop it. Later on in the film, we are introduced to Tyler Owens, who is played by Glenn Powell. Which, Glenn, if you're watching this, and I don't know if this will ever reach you, but if you are watching this, I tip my head off to you, bro. You played a heck of a storm chaser. Tornado Wranglers. You gotta love them. Anyway, so we are introduced to Tyler Owens and his team of storm chasers from Arkansas, I believe. Yeah, it was Arkansas. So it was an art. So they end up coming face to face, where, and you'll actually notice that the what was it? The team that Kate was with had like a whole bunch of fancy tech and like PhD degrees and a whole bunch of other stuff, whereas Tyler Owens and his team, they are more like they didn't relatively go to school to get degrees, but they relied on I guess they kind of relied on instinct. But Tyler Owens was more that ringleader group for his team, where it's like we're all in this together, that we help out one another. And one of the biggest things that really took me by surprise was how how they use their popularity to help out those in need after natural disasters, which I did not even expect that to happen. I did not. So, um, they they have a storm chasing group on YouTube, I believe, and from what I'm understood, they actually had like over like 1 million followers, which was insane. Now there are people who actually do that, and I tip my hats off to you guys. Like, you guys are heroes. So later on in the film, we see Tyler and Kate go to a rodeo, which was like right by the motel where they were staying at after the events that happened earlier in the movie. I'm not going to go into too much details. I'm just pointing out like some of the big factors that I've seen so far from the movie. And just to let you know, it is available right now on digital streaming, to which basically means like Amazon Prime and a few others. You can rent or buy it outright, and you can watch as many times as possible. But if you rent it, you have to watch within a certain amount of time, whereas if you buy it, you can watch anytime. And I believe at some point it may come out on Peacock, which I don't know. Like, I actually have I have that service, so I may do it yet. I'm not sure. But anyway, before the tornado occurred near the rodeo, Kate was doing some digging on her laptop to um, see about this guy that they were talking about, and it turns out that Tyler and his team, they do it for the right reasons. They're not like, yeah, they may be reckless, but the way they do it, they actually sell merchandise to get funds to help out those that were affected by severe weather, especially tornadoes. Now, I'm not sure about hurricanes, but I guess I would have to say yes. But I guess we will find. I guess that's something that's to be seen in the future. But let's see what others. It's after the tornado occurred, and mind you, Kate was a very smart person to actually go down into the pool area, because there's like like a ladder there to where they can actually hold on to, and just to actually see like how much damage a tornado can do. That is nuts. That is nuts. But after the tornado went through, Javi and Kate, they kind of got into a little bit of an argument, and then Kate realized that Javi was not working with her. He was working against her. So after a while, we see Kate and Tyler at Kate's barn, where all that began, and she literally had this what was it? A model of the hometown, and I guess she made like a model tornado. And it turns out Kate was an original tornado wrangler because of the work that she did, which I never expected them to actually do it that way. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like that sequence, that was pretty good. And later on, we actually discover, or Kate discovered, I should say, that they ran into a little bit of a miscalculation, because when Tyler did some calculations and tested a model like on the laptop, it should have dissipated. But one of the things that they did not encounter was the was rain droplets, moisture, something like that. I don't remember. I would have to rewatch the movie. But let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, so Kate and Tyler end up joining forces to actually see how this system would work. And they encountered a small EF1, which which I kind of had a feeling they would actually try, but it is what it is. And then afterwards, they end up seeing that it did work. However, there was a piece that was missing, which was the moisture. So they recalibrated all the information. So they end up making that work. Now, we do see the team working together with Tyler, Kate, and I forgot the others. But what they did was they created like a new system to where it would actually get flown up into the tornado with rockets. In my opinion, that was like the clever thing. That was clever and that was epic. Pretty much afterwards, they encountered a tornado near a power plant. And that sequence, that was nuts. You have to literally see that. And I went to go see it with a friend of mine and her 2 kids on the 18th of July at the 6 p.m. showing, I believe. Yeah, it was like around there. Anyway, we had like the time of our lives. If you watch it in 4DX, that experience is something that's completely different. It is completely different, and I expected that scene to occur, but I did not expect it to do like that. And we end up seeing the biggest tornado ever, which was definitely an EF5 near a movie theater. So let's see what else happened. Oh, and after they got the people inside the theater, because it was the only safe place they could actually go to, because I guess all the shelters were already filled to capacity. Kate decides to do the unthinkable, and she actually drives Tyler's truck, which mind you, it is a Ram 3500 diesel, and that's nuts. Anyway, so after that, she ends up driving the truck through the tornado to actually set off the device. And ultimately, like, it did work. However, she did encounter a few problems. But after a few minutes, she ended up getting it to work and was able to launch the rockets up into a tornado and to disperse all of like the water molecules in their precipitation, basically choking out the tornado. And about 5 or 6 minutes after that, the tornado dissipates. And the truck, in the meantime, end up turning sideways, end up flipping over. So, and then after that, the team and Javi, he end up realizing at the end that he wants to help out people himself. And then the partner that he was with, he literally stopped on the side of the road just before the tornado went to the town, and he literally told his partner or his ex-partner to tell that the main person that the contract is over, or that the job is done, and that he's not going to be working for him anymore. Because pretty much all they cared about was making a living from those who got hit by tornadoes. And Javi realized that. So he ended up helping Kate out to save Tyler before the water tower came down and basically just dispersed water over the place. But and then short time after that, we actually see them come back together and basically see them congratulating Kate on her project, which ultimately was a success. However, it does bear the question, can that actually work in real life though? Can that work in real life? I've seen a lot of different like theories about it. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about that. If that's something that I should discuss in a later video, let me know. Because, you know, um, I think that'd be an interesting topic. Towards the end scenes of the movie, we see Tyler, Kate, and Javi at the airport. Now, Javi was dropping off Kate so she could fly back to New York because of all the new information they got. However, and I thought this was like one of the most hilarious scenes ever. Tyler does the unthinkable. He literally presses his little stick device, which drops like augers down into the ground to where his truck couldn't move. The whole theater just started busting out laughing, and we see Tyler catching up to Kate, and on the PA system they said that due to severe weather in the area, all flights are delayed or grounded, which I thought was hilarious. Now, another question that has popped up in the questions and comments that I've actually seen after the movie was like, why didn't Tyler and Kate kind of kissed? But there was an alternate ending that did get filmed, but they didn't put it in there, which makes sense. And I kind of like it this way better. So, it's something that people don't seem to realize. So, and then we see the end credits, and we see Tyler and Kate working on his truck, and they just started having like a little conversation, and that was pretty much it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like that movie was a straight 10 out of 10, in my opinion. Like, yeah, there was some Easter eggs, which I'm not gonna get into because, and that's, I want to leave that one for you guys to actually go see. But so when I was talking about earlier about the merchandise. There, I actually did get a shirt that says "Not My First Tornado," and I will try to post it here in just a little bit, and so that way you guys can actually see what it was. But if you're not sure what I'm talking about, go on to the search engine, or if you have like Android, go to Chrome, or if you have Apple, go to like the Safari, which is like a internet app, and just type in "Not My First Tornado" shirt, and you'll actually see that, which I did end up getting for me and my friend and her 2 kids, which they thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yeah, that's basically it for Twisters. And, like I said before, let me know what you guys think about Twisters. Like, if you have seen the movie, on my next video, like on my next segment, I'm hoping that I can actually do one where I can invite where I can invite different people on, and you know, be able to go from there, because I think people should be wanting to go see it, and as well as give like an honest opinion about it. But I guess we'll see. Let's see what else. On my next segment, not on this episode, but on my next one, I am most likely going to be talking about Deadpool Wolverine. So be on the lookout for that. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be. It may not happen until sometime near the beginning of next month. But yeah. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So here in just in a few moments, we're going to be talking about Transformers One. Now, like I said before, for those who don't know me, I'm a YouTube creator. I do YouTube content. Um, so the last one that I did was I can actually pull it up right here. The last one was Rise of the Beast Studio Series Optimus Primal, which has this guy. Mm-hmm. So I try my hardest to do it like every so often I can get, but if I can't get to it immediately, it's because of work or I'm taking care of other stuff. But I'm starting to get like more like on a consistent schedule to where I'll be able to start doing like more videos and more content here in the near future. But yeah. So um great, I lost my train of thought. Just kidding. Anyway, so the next part of this segment is going to be about Transformers One. So I don't know. At first, I was skeptical about the movie just because it's one that I've never heard of before, or something. When we were told that there's going to be a Transformers movie that talks about the origins. Now, after watching the second trailer, it really made more sense now. Like actually seeing them like how they're going to be going at one another, but they're not giving away too many spoilers about it, which I actually like. And I have a guess and theory about that, which I'm not going to be discussing on here because you know that's actually like my personal opinion. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys as to what you think is the main reason why Prime and Orion Pax and D16 end up becoming foes on the biggest war in the history of Cybertron. So, um, yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Because that's something I really want to know about. Let's see. Let's see, I'm just scrolling through some of these chats. Hmm. Um, One of the things I'm really looking forward to in this movie is to actually see how. Oh, what was it? Great, now I lost my train of thought. The From what we've seen in the trailers is that of this movie is like the potential people are going to be in it, and yeah, like I said before, like I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen, but like I said before, I have a guess and I have a theory, and I'm hoping that it does work or it comes to far. But let's see. So here in the next few minutes, I am going to ask this question. I believe I already asked that question. Um, this is on the Transformers franchise. Um, Now we do know about the new movie that's coming out with GI Joe and Transformers. Now I want to get your guys' opinions about that. Like, who do you think the main villain is going to be in that movie, and what Autobots, Decepticons, or Terracons, or even Maximals, or even Predacons? Um, what do you guys think? Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, who do you want to see in this next upcoming live action movie? Hmm. Wow. Um, let's see. Probably next week I will be doing a either next week or the following week I'll be doing a live segment for BSU football. Um, for those who are a big fan of Boise State or that live in the Treasure Valley, for those who are going to the game on August 31st, cheer loud. I know I'll be there at the home opener on the 21st against Portland State, I believe. Yeah, it was Portland State. Which, you know, Portland State, we should never take them for granted. We should not take them for granted. Sorry if there's not much that I am talking about right now. It's just like my very first segment, and I'm going off of instinct, I should say. If I don't, it may not happen on this video, but probably after the next couple videos, I will be start doing like a. Okay, never mind. I think I now know what I was talking about. So on September 20th, I will be doing a live broad. I will be doing a live podcast and broadcast outside of the theater just before Transformers 1. And then around that time is when I'm going to start inviting people on to the show, and I want to get their honest opinions and honest thoughts about the movie on what they think is going to happen when the movie comes out on September 20th. And um, you know, I never actually thought that 2024 was going to be a good year for movies. I never expected it to happen. But yeah, so hopefully here real soon I'll be able to start getting my videos back up and running and go from there to where you guys want to see more, because I do this for you guys. Like, I started doing this last April, May, around that time, and you know like, yeah, I haven't posted as much stuff as of late, but you know I am going to start doing it again here real soon. So, but Yeah, I think that would mainly about do it for today's segment. Um, like I said, for this is my first time actually doing this kind of thing, so I'm hoping to make it more of a real, more of a real thing here. And if you have people that love Transformers and love BSU, have them come to the Bronco Knight channel and also subscribe to the channel for upcoming videos and other stuff. And also feel free to follow my friends on social media and get to know them and, go from there. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it for the segment. I got nothing else, unfortunately. But yeah, for those who commented down, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, I'll start doing the live segments more if you guys want me to, just so that way you guys are able to get to know me personally, and I can get the chance to know you guys. So, and one more thing about me is that I also dress up as the Dark Knight himself. For those who for those who follow me, you'll probably have noticed my picture. I actually do have a fan page on Facebook, and I'll also pin it onto the chat after after the segment's done. I do post pictures and I do post videos relating BSU stuff. Um, and if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and comment, and share with your friends and family, and help the channel out. I want to try to get to 1,000 subscribers, and with your guys' help, I can achieve that. But but other than that, that's pretty much it. So thank you for tuning in today on the live segment of the night show. And this is the Bronco Knight saying till all are one, and you never give up on your dreams, because they will come true if you put the hard work into it. And always remember, you don't face your fears, you ride them. And this is the Bronco Knight. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of the Night Show.